What's up, guys? Hope you can hear me okay. I'm gonna turn up my volume just a bit. All right. Oh snap, dude! You like my little setup I got going, man? I had to rearrange some stuff, get some new stuff going on. I still want to change the background. All you can see is Luke. I'd like that to be Qui-Gon somehow, but I'm not sure how to do that. I would have to like Photoshop it in there or something. But yeah, we're live, guys. Doing some Grand Arena stuff today, boys. Just making sure everything's okay. Gotta fix a little thing here. There we go. And yeah, so Discord's live, or the voice chat. You can come in here and chat if you want. Yeah, we're gonna just check things out. Let me get out of here. Did some thumbnail stuff there. So yeah. Also, I gotta freaking turn my live stream on my phone so I can actually read chat. Man, I hate seeing this stupid little icon for the Malak event. They're just making fun of me because I don't have both Revans. Well, I have Jedi Revan, just not Darth Revan. It's even locked for the people who don't even have both. It's so dumb. Here we go. Load it up, baby. All right. Let's pause that. All right, so we got the chat going. Let's go live. Or not live, let's go full screen here. So like I said, we got Discord chat open if you want to come in here. If I need some help, be sure to come help me talk it out with what I need help with. And also, besides the Grand Arena, I can do some battles for Arena, so I can show you guys some malak battles. Let's see what I dropped. Ooh, it didn't drop too bad. I had to stay up until my reset of battles, so I had because I had Ezra in, right? From the video yesterday, I had to throw in GK. I had to stay up really late to get him in. I didn't want to fall too bad. And down here, or over here in Fleet, still looking good. 18. I do have a Han's Millennium Falcon, just not going to use him. I'm not too big on that ship right there. And you know what? I just realized I don't have the face cam on, so I got to get that bad boy on. One sec. Here we go. It's a little bit of a glare, so let me go. Close the blinds. One sec. I'll be right back. And let's do this. Get some more light in here from a different angle, because that angle is not helping us. All right. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this new kind of little setup here for the stream. How you get my icon bottom right, you get the Discord link, and then you get the gameplay in the top right, and then bottom left is face cam. And you know what? Just that one video yesterday, guys, I got like freaking almost 30 subs. I was at like 80, now I'm at like almost 120, dude. Dude, that video popped off, guys. Unfortunately, Malak's gonna get a rework, revamp to his kit. Not a whole rework. I don't know why they would do that. People are just complaining about him because he doesn't have the full like. So like right now, Malak's at 5-star. The max you can get him right now, unless you're like a full-on whale, is you get 5-star, gear 11, and a double Zeta. The thing that he's missing is his tankiness, and once he gets the tankiness, he's going to be how he was meant to be in the first place. He's going to be really, really good. and people just don't want to wait for that. They just think, oh man, he's not holding up well in defense. People are beating him. But man, once you get that guy maxed out 7-star, all that HP protection, dude, it's gonna be nuts. Yeah, I don't agree with them having to rework an OP character that just barely came out like a day ago. Well, 2 or 3 days ago, but he was.
Hey, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, there we go. How's the little changes to the stream looking? You like it?
Yeah, man, everything looking really good. The camera looking sharp. The widgets are awesome. I like the Discord link too, and the image, man, it looks good.
Yeah. For some of the stuff, I didn't even do really widgets. I just in OBS you can like type in text. That's what I did instead. I just had problems with the Streamlabs stuff, but yeah.
Looks cleaner than mine. I just literally like put some text down onto it. I'm having such a hard time with Streamlabs at the moment.
Yeah. Same here. So
have you gotten to scope your opponent's roster or anything yet?
Yeah, so this entire GA is going to be one of the easiest GAs I've had in a while. But I'll show you guys. I got to go to it real quick. I guess this is a good time to go full screen. Let's do, I think this is it right here. Okay, so yeah, this guy I'm going up against, it's not looking too good. Anybody really in this isn't looking too good. Nobody has Darth Revan, and no one has Malak, of course. They would need Darth Revan to get Malak, so don't need to worry about that. It's this one here. That's the old one right there. So yeah, all these guys. So this right here, this row that says risk right here. Anything that is in the green isn't like something you should be worried about for your opponent. If it was like orangish, reddish, that's something you should be worried about. So my guy's all the way at the end. There is 0 risk to this guy. This guy is gonna be the easiest opponent, and it's just gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be slaughtered.
Looks like you outspeed him, you outmod him and everything, you outgear him, so that's awesome.
I mean, look at the Zetas. I got 20 more Zetas than him. Holy cow.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I want to see his ships.
Yeah, it's definitely seems like the same for me. I mean, of course, being in the top bracket like that, I'm seeing a couple Malaks, but the only one I've seen is Gear 7. And I mean, honestly, I didn't get him unlocked in time for the join phase, but I'm not too worried about him right now. I think the way I set up my offense and defense for the whole Grand Arena will be fine, even if I face a good Malak.
Yeah, right now Malak shouldn't be a problem in Grand Arena. He's brand new, so it's going to be, unless you're like a hardcore whale and you have all the resources to get him up before the Grand Arena, I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about it. So
yeah, there's 4 out of the 8 in my whole bracket, so I mean, it's not too bad. And again, 3 out of 4 of them haven't even leveled him or geared him or anything, so I'm not worried about those 3, obviously. And the Gear 7 one will go down with my EP counter.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna check Arena real quick. So I'm at 21. Man, look at these Darth Revens here. Holy. So
looks like Malak's popping up on your chart a lot.
Yeah, he is. A lot of them. I think there's like 9 guys who have him. I'm not sure if they're all like up there in like the power level in the Zetas, but yeah.
He's definitely capped too, being those gear pieces that he needs like twice the amount that Darth Revan needed, the new ones.
Oh my gosh. You see this guy right here, Con Man, dude? He's got it all maxed out. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I haven't even seen any of those on my chart yet.
Dude, I've seen
6-star, but not 7-star gear 12.
Oh no. I'm kind of nervous. He's a guy I have to hit on my climb.
Oh man, it'd be a good time to start testing. Oh man,
Yeah.
He's gonna have like 100,000 health. Oh my gosh.
This is stupid.
And then his kit too, man. He's so fast. It's crazy.
Like, I don't even know, his Zetas are just so good. Without the Zetas, he's nothing. Just nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if he's under geared. But looking at this one, oh my goodness, this thing looks terrifying.
Yeah. I almost hate the Jaws of Life Zeta more than I hate the Gnawing Terror,
Yeah,
because
those are the
once you get
ones
him
that like
low, he's
counter
gonna
the
just go
CLS
back
and the
up.
EPP. Yeah, the Jaws of Life and the other one. I'm sorry, what was the second one? Jaws of Life and what else?
And Gnawing Terror.
Gnawing Terror. Yeah, Gnawing Terror is the one that counters like the CLS and the EP teams.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Dude, Dojison said good day, sir. Good day to you, Dojison. Man,
What's up, DJ?
if you wanna join us, feel free to, man. We're just chilling. All right, so that guy's got a maxed out one. Who else?
At least you have him on your chart so you can test against him. I mean, obviously, if they're gonna rework him here soon, it's not too crazy. But I mean, it's good to get your hands against him right now and start countering him now, right?
Yeah. Some guys in the video I posted really wanted to see Treya work against it, like in your video you posted. But
Yeah.
I just want to wait and hold off to doing those videos until I know what I'm getting my hands into with like the tweaking of his kit, you know?
Yeah, and especially if like you're not seeing him 7 stars or even like 6 stars with both Zetas, it's not all what you're gonna expect in the long term.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like out of everybody who has him, that guy is definitely the one that is gonna suck going up against.
Yeah, it's gonna, especially if he's in your climb too. Like you might want to get used to refreshing a little more, climbing around him, or trying to go heads up with him now, one or the other.
Yeah. What's up, Vape Green? What's up, my man? We got 7 guys in here. What's up, guys? So yeah, this is the guy right here. Let's just do a quick overview of what he's got for factions that are actually good defensively. His arena rank is actually okay. His ships suck, like we showed earlier. But let's just check what he's actually got for defense, or what he can use. So Bounty Hunter is pretty solid here. No Django there to be worried about. First Order kind of sucks. Okay, so pretty good so far. I'm actually interested if he has any good troopers. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Does have Revan. His speed shouldn't be that good, though. Yeah. 294. I'll outspeed that.
Yeah, these are definitely beatable mods, right?
Yeah, for sure. I just want to see like the defense he could throw on me, you know, before I go. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So Dr. Gonzo, what's up, my man? Okay, so now first peek here, this guy went full on defense, no offense whatsoever. Just look at that. Look at what he's got. He's got not Darth Revan, he's got Jedi Revan in the front. He just threw everybody, really. Look at this.
Yeah, he went really aggressive on defense, it looks like. I mean, Night Sisters, but I mean, the Ewok team is a pretty good solo man team. You got a Phoenix team down there too. JTR on defense too. If you have your Night Sisters still, that's easy win. A lot of easy counters on this. I mean,
yeah, a lot of easy stuff.
The one team that is kind of annoying on there that I'm looking at is the Chewbacca Revan team, only because Chewbacca gives Yoda guard. So you got to get Chewbacca off the board right away, but then there's no GK to taunt, so you can kind of wither away their Jolie right away after you get Chewbacca off.
Yeah. I just want to double check to make sure that he's going to get the guard. He should, though. Yeah,
oh, yeah, if
he's for sure going to get the guard.
Yeah, because he's got the weakest health and protection pool, plus you're not modding him for that. You're trying to dodge him for offense and speed and everything, so you're not really focusing on those kind of stats for mods.
Yep. Okay, so let's just start at the top. Let's go from Night Sisters down, and we're going to use our Treya team and Sith against this guy.
Yeah, I like that. Sounds good.
Just the 3 of them.
Night Sisters going off. Yeah.
Yep. I want to make sure because, like, 10 minutes before the setting, I was trying to remod a lot of stuff on Treya. Okay, so some of the mods stuck. There was I think there was one of these in the top that I wanted changed. But for the most part, this is like what I wanted to go for. Some extra speed and some crit damage. Still got that tankiness
I would
to
look
her.
for like your fastest like crit avoidance arrow, like with speed secondary, and then like the triangle, go for something like defense or protection. I went with defense on the triangle,
Yeah.
and then nasty on the cross.
So there's a lot of Treya's an interesting character to mod because there's a lot of different ways you can mod her in different aspects of the game. But
oh yeah, and with that crit damage triangle, what that does is it just ramps her stacking offense quicker. So like when she does her saber throw right away, it's basically like a one shot. So it's not like it's a bad mod or anything at all.
Yeah. So Nihilus has got some good speed. I need to remod this guy. He doesn't really need the crit damage. He needs some more protection and HP for sure.
Yeah, I would focus mainly on protection because you can even put a protection arrow with some good speed secondary on him and go all protection like triangle, cross, circle, and then that way he's so much more durable before they get through his protection. He's already ramped up a lot of health, and then depending on which lead you use him under, whether it's EP or Treya, it's going to benefit you having more protection.
Yeah, definitely want these guys to be hard to get through for sure. So let's just get into a battle real quick. Just 3 of these guys versus Night Sisters.
I mean, that's a good comp right there, and saves a lot of other Sith for another team even.
Yep, I even modded my Vader to outspeed 300 speed Darth Revan, hoping to go against one of those.
Yeah, Vader, you can get him pretty fast. Plus, in the right comp, it's even more annoying facing any Vader.
Yeah, let's check chat. Old One's in here. What's up, my man? How do you say this guy's name? Is it Daiko? Deco? Full the one. Greetings from KOTOR. What's up? All right, so let's get isolate on Zombie because we don't want her taunting.
Yeah, and then as soon as we get our Annihilate, we want to get Mother Talzin out of here to keep her from spreading more plague.
Yep. Nice. That's one down. Aw, come on. Stuck behind the taunt. Gosh dang it.
It's alright. It's because the fueling and turn meter, and Nihilus is gaining so much turn meter from when they're getting hit, so it's kind of forcing you the first go around, but you'll get past it.
Let's get Daka out. No revives today, boys.
Usually Plague, even with this 3-man team, can be pretty annoying, but it looks like it's not bothering them at all.
Yeah, I almost want to say that this guy didn't mod his Talzin for potency.
Yeah, I see more recently people have been leaving their raid mods on. Like, I was even doing it for the longest, but just recently I changed Talzin's mod for her speed and potency sets, so she's got over 100% potency before her bonus. And then she's still going in the 230 range, and that's before her lead, or if she's under a SWG lead even, right?
Yeah. So when you use your Night Sisters, do you tend to go for... This is for GA defenses. Do you tend to go for a SWG lead, or do you like the sometimes throw in Talzin?
Well, I like Talzin for the mechanics, but if I were gonna pick one for offense and defense, I would go Talzin for offense because you can control the revives and the plague mechanic a little better. And then defense, definitely a SWG because it gives you the better speed mechanic and the turn meter manipulation. And I run Spirit in as the 5th right now, and she's only gear 11, but before any of the leads, she's clocked at like 254 right now, so she's really fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, putting her under a SWG makes her go over 300, so she's going non-stop and spamming her foresight and everything and stuns, so people underestimate that team a lot too with, Spirit being gear 11. Just kind of leave her sitting there right now, and it's done the trick for me for a while.
So yeah, we got that team down. 59 banners, not too bad.
Pretty good for a 3-man team, I'd say, especially against Night Sisters.
Yeah. And then down here, this is Ewoks. We're gonna throw in some Nest.
Do you have Wampa still, or?
I
yeah,
do.
you're right. Nest, and then we can use Wampa for Phoenix. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I just want to make sure she's got some extra HP on her. Okay, good mods here. Nothing
Yeah,
to
you got a
worry
good
about.
balance. Oh yeah, it's a good balanced mod set for her, especially with the Tenacity HP build.
All right, got to focus down. He's got a log race, so we got to focus him down first. Well, after the Elder.
Yeah, we want to get Elder out, but he might go under stealth. So if that's the case, then log race. But the days mechanic, it's annoying, but this team has nowhere near enough damage. Even if Wicked could hit for like 20, 30k, this team has no damage.
Because once I get a turn, all these belts are going to expire and give me more offense. So once I get a turn, these guys are going to get one-shot, especially how low gear they are.
Oh yeah, her damage will ramp up to like 20, 30k right away.
I just want to get in this infinite loop of getting reduced turn meter.
Yeah, I don't know what's more annoying, waiting for this loop to expire or waiting for her offense to build up against the Bastila team. If she's like solo in Bastila, it's like 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's so close.
Yeah. What's up, Darth Jar Jar? You are just on time. This is our second battle.
Oh man, almost one-shot that Elder.
Yeah. That was about like a minute 15 for our first turn. So let's, I think our next turn we'll be able to get them because we're going to get more bonuses from the buffs.
Yeah, I got this really interesting diamond today that had like, it's what, purple tenacity diamond, but it rounded up to like 6.99% tenacity. So if I slice it and get more tenacity before it goes to 60, that's probably going to be one going on Nest here soon, but it'll take a little bit of speed off her too, unfortunately. But I just sliced one of her crosses the other day. That's make my second tenacity cross. The first one had a really good speed build, so it's been going on Jedi Knight Revan, which has been pretty handy to have as like a plus 20 cross in general. But I sliced the tenacity mod just for the extra 11% tenacity on Nest, and it's been helping a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just not sure how the meta is going to change with the whole tenacity stuff. I think it's going to be important still. But with this malak changes, I'm not sure what that's gonna entail for different characters.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna change up the whole potency tenacity check. So maybe even a better health or a better defensive build for Nest in general might be the next best bet, just to keep her from getting like heavy hits or heavy one shots. Right? If you put a bunch of defense mods on her, she might be able to take a couple big hits and still be able to bounce back.
Yeah. Okay, so here we got JTR.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think we go with JTR? We got a lot of options. We got another JTR. We got CLS Chewy Han. But the thing I'm worried about is this AOE days that Holdo gives. That kind of would mess up our rebels a little bit, but not too bad since we can cleanse that real easy.
Well, what do we have for bounty hunters? We're maybe thinking like an EP team.
Bounty hunters. I was thinking JTR.
Okay. So yeah. All right, then that's perfect. Then we can go with an EP team against their JTR. Okay. Yeah, we can go with like Vader, Fallen Bastila, Thrawn, and a fifth.
This is one of the first times I fought in GA against a maxed out Holdo.
Yeah, this team's annoying, and Holdo's taunt can kind of get involved, but with Fracture here, I think we can just Fracture Holdo right away and then kind of stun lock the team. And with Fallen Basila's Corrupted Battle Meditation, it's going to have a huge like cause and effect. We can even put Death Trooper in there for the Death Mark even.
Ooh, I probably should have. Yeah, I went. That's okay. I went TIE Fighter.
Okay, he's fast, and buff immunity will help too. So let's just focus down fracturing Aldo and then go for Scavray since she's the squishiest, I guess. Or maybe JTR since she's the kind of engine for the team, I guess. I'm not sure.
Well, we can probably kill her right here with the fracture. Nice. Wow, that was a little easy right there.
Right, yeah. The stream's always a little delayed, so I'm kind of seeing it as it happens, right?
Yeah.
Good though. This is looking real good.
Is there a way to change that with streams? So it's like instant?
No, like once the stream launches, it's gonna always have that 1 or 2 second delay as it's playing and as we're talking.
Oh, okay.
Plus, Discord has a voice delay too as well. That's why we kind of like start talking over each other in some instances.
Okay, let's get Insanity, or rather Fear, on JTR.
Yeah, I'm really excited that they, you know, with the corrupted battle meditation, how it's locked. I'm really excited that they put Bastila's regular battle meditation as a locked buff now.
Oh, that is so huge! Holy cow!
Oh yeah, I used it in the Sith raid today, the Phase 2 Revan double Hoda team, and man, it was so much more comfortable having Yoda do more damage. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was hitting like 120, 130 consistently a lot more with the new lock buff, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite little reworks they've done to a character in a long time. So.
Yeah, definitely. It also gives me a lot of hope for the new reworks with DK and Anakin and Ahsoka as well. I'm really excited for those three. Especially since it'll be like a rework I'm prepared for, you know what I mean? Like, you actually have...
Yeah, I'm actually somewhat prepared for that, too. I just need Ahsoka up there. The original, not the Fulcrum.
Yeah, same. I just put her in my favorite tabs after I heard about the rework, and she's at gear 10, so like 3 pieces away from 11. She'll be there.
So, we're going to just solo Wampa this team. They're all really low gear.
Yeah, no Zetas. This is no contest.
Yeah.
I'm going to step away 1 second while this Wampa goes off. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, let's just roast on auto. Bold One says, lol, the Ewoks going ham. Oh, yeah. Too bad the nest destroyed them, unfortunately. Gonzo says overkill. Overkill on the EP, yeah. Against JTR, maybe. We probably could have gone without, what's his name, TIE Fighter. But I still think we did okay. You lost with Wampa to fully geared, and Zeta's Wampa team today hurt my pride. That's too bad.
Yeah, you got to be very careful with Wampa. Got to be careful. I mean, there's certain situations where you can throw him in by himself, but even in some majority situations, I'm like, should I put Rex in there? Yeah, I'm gonna put Rex in there. But like something like that team that we just faced, definitely Wampa solo special.
Oh yeah. Do you on your Wampa? Do you run like a bunch of tenacity stuff?
Yeah, I just changed his build, so he's got 2 primary tenacity builds and then a potency build too. What is it? A health arrow, and then what was it? Defense triangle. So I gave him like a bunch of extra like defensive statistics and then a lot of tenacity. So his tenacity is like 111%.
Wow.
So he's like resisting most debuffs and he's ramping up his damage. It kind of takes a little bit longer for the damage to ramp up, kind of like Nest does, but it's still just as effective and it makes him a little more survivable.
Oh yeah. Using Wampa with tenacity is huge.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially since you don't use him in the Sith raid anymore, right? Like, you're not using him for that damage output anymore, so it just makes sense to kind of build him for Flex Arena and, Grand Arena and Territory Wars.
All right, so we're trying out Finn with a lot of droids. It's gonna be easy. I'm not too worried about this team. Plus, I still got my Revan.
The one thing that dude, really works for this team.
Oh man, I made a mistake.
Yeah, you got to lock down boss right away with JTR.
No, not with this team, but I was thinking, dude, I don't have my Revan. I put him on defense. I don't have that? I put my Jedi Revan on defense. I don't have him for attacking their Revan.
Oh wow, really?
I should have saved my C3PO for a CLS. Dang.
Yeah, because now this one's gonna be tough. I mean, we might have to use 2 teams at most to finish up the Revan team. I mean, we would have been good with like Triumvirate or something, but I mean, we can still work and see what option we have.
Oh man, I was just too into the stream life. I wasn't worried about it. I should have remembered that.
Yeah, man, it happens. I mean, Gran Arena is really back and forth. Plus, I mean, if you put him on defense and he doesn't have his for offense, plus look at the teams that he put down on defense, right? He's gonna struggle against yours, and I think your defense will hold pretty well. So it'll definitely come down to who can clear who.
Yeah. Bold One says, isn't JTR usually a counter to EP? I think so.
Well, they can both, with the right mods, they can both beat each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the lower teams, like back when Arena was kind of dividing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if EP's like potency's really high and debuffs get going right away, then yeah, RNG's gonna get you. But if BB-8 is faster and gets Illuminated Destiny going before anything else, then
yeah. Jar Jar says, did he go full defense? Yes, sir, he did. Okay, so this is, let's check one more time. He's got Chewie, right? He's got Bastila, Yoda, Jolie, and the Revan. Okay, so I'm thinking the 3 Chewie, Han, CLS, and I'm probably going to go with Ezra and Hoda, because I don't have any other Jedi, really, to work with Hoda.
Yeah, plus you get this extra survivability, so what we want to do in this one is we want to go either focus down Jolie right away and get him off the board, or get Chewbacca off the board right away. So we have to commit to one of those other decisions right away. I mean, we don't want to prime the team, so if we prime the team and come back, they're going to have to trigger Savior again. And if Jolie's involved still when we have to come back, this is going to be even harder the second go around.
Yeah, we might need to blow up somebody the second time.
I say we go after Jolie and then try and focus down Chewbacca before the team falls apart, because they're gonna mark somebody that kind of sets a wrench in the plan, but we can always give Master's training to whoever they mark and get them out of the stun.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into it. I want to check Hans because I did change a lot of mods, like I said earlier. Okay, no, they're all in the right, guys.
Yeah, take your time. Look at the speed order too, like who's gonna go in what order, and kind of assess from there.
And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's gonna get CLS should be getting the other guard for sure. So, Gonzo says kill Chewie first, then you clean up later.
Yeah, well, I think we go after Jolie first because Yoda's gonna have the guard, right? So we got to trigger Savior right away. So maybe we go after Bastila first, trigger Savior, and then kill Jolie before he cleans up.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back and look at his team and look at his team's mods and see who's the squishiest besides Yoda in the Jedi aspect.
So let's check Bastila. Over 100k altogether.
Okay, so Jolie's probably modded for health and protection too as well, so he's probably going to have a higher pool than that. So it's either going to be Jolie or Revan that we end up going after right away.
Oh, wow, his Jolie has, like, no HP, really.
Oh, yeah, we can burn his Jolie down right away then. Yes, okay, perfect. This works great then. So we go in, burn their Jolie right away, and then as long as we get Jolie off right away, then we can go back in and clean up the rest of the team with,
okay, we're doing it.
Chewbacca.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so first shot on Jolie. Let's do this. Oh, they did that. They marked Chewie.
Wow. All right, so now we're going to give Master's Training to Chewie.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Let's just strip that. Give this to Chewie. As long as we can get some nice assists. Yeah, we lost him. Dang it, dude. Oh, man. apparently Ezra has less HP and protection than CLS. So this is a
It's alright.
no-go.
I mean, at this point, we gotta just burn
Burn
as quick as we
somebody.
can. Yeah, as soon as we get Jolie out of here, we should be alright.
He's not going to be able to crit, though. And he's got the counters. I think I got to back out.
Yeah.
No, forced to back out. I can't even. They're loaded with TM now. Wow. That's not good. Yeah, we're probably going to have to just wait this one out. No full clear today. I don't really have anything to counter this.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight, man. I mean,
Well, we still got
could go in
ships.
with, like,
We got ships still.
oh yeah, yeah. We can still try like a Tarkin Empire speed lead with IPD and blow up Chewie real quick. Go in and clean up.
Yeah.
We got troopers. I mean, if we go 4 or 5 troopers, maybe they got a better chance.
So what's the deal with ships and getting the most banners from this? Like, how many do I need to get like the most out of, and still
Well,
win?
you're really comfortable with ships, so I would go in with 5 ships total.
Okay.
So like you don't need the second 2 reinforcements, and then you'll get the 8 banners just for that. It'll get you over 60 for sure.
Okay, I'm thinking just these 5 right here should do it. We
Yeah,
get
a quick run
Anakin,
and gun
Poe,
team. Yeah.
TIE Fighter, Ebon, and the Tooth. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
probably gonna do it. He has a really low HP and protection. Millennium Falcon. He's only like level 71, I think.
Well, that's even better too, because if he doesn't have his Falcon for offense, he's been lazy with his other ships and hasn't been using his other ships. So.
Oh, I didn't even take out his stupid protection. Nothing is working right now. The last 2 battles have been sucking, but hopefully he doesn't do any big damage. He's pretty low, like I said, with his gear and stuff. Not gear, but you know, his ship is low. I really want to just get Bisson out of here. There we go.
It's
Nice
still
hit.
really close.
We're gonna need some dodges here. Oh man, I'm gonna just go for the Hawk. Try to get him out of here. Let's see this. Okay, we can probably kill him. This attack does a little bit more damage, and he doesn't land it. But we got this. Okay, we got him out.
And next time when it's low like that, use the basic on the Ebon Hawk and double taps and hit for like 20k a piece.
Yeah. We'll just do this. Get some more damage going.
The stream delay is killing me.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay. As soon as we get Houndstooth in here, we'll be a little bit better.
Yeah, because then you'll be able to protect those other 2, and it'll stack tenacity.
Yeah, here we go. Gonna get this on the Ghost, I think. Yep, let's get Ghost.
Yeah, and you got your ultimate the next turn.
This is one of the closest battles and ships I've had. Usually I just can burn through the Millennium Falcon and it's like over in like 2 seconds. Alright, we got it. We got it.
And another thing I just realized too is like if he put Chewbacca on his Revan team, he doesn't have a CLS counter. He doesn't have anything to counter your Revan other than like the Triumvirate.
Yeah, before I do any more battles, I just want to check what he actually would have left. This is what I kind of like to do. So, yeah.
Plus, you got a pretty sturdy defense from what it seems on the table alone.
Just from this these few top rows, he's only got Chewie. Well, he already used Chewie. He's only got CLS and Han really in a Rebel lineup, and he's got Thrawn. But
yeah, there's no way he's gonna be able to beat your Revan. He probably won't even be able to full clear your 7.
Dude, oh my gosh. Only 73 extra speed on his Thrawn. He's got to get that up. Holy cow.
Oh wow, that's horrible. 223. Wow.
I wonder, did he do fluff stuff or what's going on here? Not really.
That's like DU mod bro. Yeah, that's definitely DU mod bro stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, he's got some fluff for sure, actually. Big time fluff, actually. Holy cow. This just keeps going on, you kidding me? Oh my
Hey, you
gosh.
think that's fluffy? You should see mine. My whole roster is Gear 7 plus and level 85. Extra fluffy.
Hey, you got Malak. That's a good thing to have.
Yeah, but it's gonna take forever to get. Yeah, I mean, because like even though I'm in the MC3, like I spend my guild event currency like everything, like rounding gear up, and I've been working on the Grievous team, so it's been really heavy investment in my store currencies and stuff like that. So it was a
Yeah,
real surprise when he popped up, man. It sucked, but I barely skimmed by and got him.
just to get him to 7-star from unlocking him for Malak, all those guild event tokens, you gotta save like what is it, like 6 battles worth or something like that, or more? I don't even know.
Yeah, because they give you the first 5 shards, so you only got to get 180 shards, but they also like increase the value of the character shards in the store. So it'll be a little higher than the average character like Wampa or Hermiota. But I mean, I'm not too worried about it since we always do a Sith raid twice a week, and then I get top 3 in that, so I get some guild event currency from there, and then we always get max stars for both territory battles. So with the new one coming around the corner, I'm not too worried about missing out on too much guild event currency for him. It's gonna come pretty fast, anyways.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna probably I don't know. I'll probably try to save up as much as I can. So by the time he comes back a second time, I could get him up really quick. But I still need to get a lot more gear pieces for these guys for the Old Republic.
But I'm gonna pull it up real quick and see and look at him in the store. We can kind of do the math real quick here. Um,
Bold One says, "What's my GP?" It is currently like 3.6, I think.
I gotta wait for the store to refresh in 2 minutes to see how much currency it is. I literally just did the event like not even an hour ago and got the shards for him.
Yeah. Well, I want to try to get through this Revan. My probe droid is super squishy. I was thinking of like a mix with probe droid and some troopers, and leaving out Snow, and then having Shore, Stark, Death, and then Veers, of course, just to get Chewie out, and then try to focus down like Yoda because he's gonna be the squishiest. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to trigger Savior too. So I mean, like once IPD Chewie in this scenario, if that's the way it goes, right? So we blow up Chewie and then focus down Yoda just because he's the squishiest. So yeah, I agree.
Let's try it out, I guess.
Yeah, we got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I should probably need to save my Revan. Well, maybe next time I'm not stupid and actually save my Treya and those guys. Yeah, we already lost this one. I was just not thinking right. Well,
Yeah, next time we go to North, and that's why I like to go from like the top tier teams to the bottom because I'd rather have like an overkill couple teams left over than be like grinding by the end. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, just seeing my defenses, I mean, look, he's got to go through Night Sisters, a whole Django and Bounty Hunters with like a 300 plus Bosk after you add the speeds from the leadership. He's got to go
Oh
through
yeah, and your Night
Revan.
Sisters are tier 12. Yeah, bro, good. You're
Yeah.
so good.
I actually forgot to show you my defenses.
Even,
I should have showed these a little bit earlier.
that's fine. I do it at the end too myself because it kind of like adds to like the getting an end tier. You know what I mean? Like you want to see what you had left over and what you put on defense.
Yeah. This is a team that I'm hoping to get some big holds right here. The CAD, Greedo, 88, Barris, and the Magna Guard team right here.
That's different.
It's a bit different.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah, I've been putting
let's see.
I've been putting my Gear 11 Zeta Savage in as the 5th in my Darth Revan team. So like he's gaining turn meter every time he gets hit, and then he has that special on defense, and the AI just got fixed too, so he's a friggin' beast.
Yeah. Blackbeard says, "What's up with your Cad Bane team?" I mean, I'm not gonna use these guys on offense. Might as well split up my bounty hunters, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because like I say, like usually I'll put down both my bounty hunter teams on defense because Django lead is amazing on its own, and then I put Boba on that team and a bunch of thermal detonator characters, so Zam, Greedo, and Dengar, and then the other 5 are under the boss team. So like there's a lot of debuffs and stuns and damage with the boss team, and Embo and Oris Singh hit like friggin' trucks, man. Oh my goodness.
Isn't Aura part of like a really good quick damage P3 team in the Sith?
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. Like you go in with the 4 attacker bounty hunters, and then the 5th is Empty's Nest. So like she has to be gear 12, 7 stars, and then modded for like 120, 130% tenacity, and then she's just like the magnet in that team. So like when you Zeta Orsing's lead, she starts the match with stealth, but then when bounty hunter allies defeat or bounty hunter attacker allies defeat an enemy, so when they defeat the lightsabers, they go back under stealth. So they just keep focusing down Nest, and she just keeps taking all the damage. And there's a couple of different ways you can proceed the damage, but like just today alone, I did like 2.5 mil. I mean, like I kind of alternate between using like Boba and Django because I use the rest of my bounty hunters in phase 1.
Yeah. I probably need to use bounty hunters in phase 1 just to get some more damage.
Yeah, you got to go Imbo lead, and then Bosk is the 5th, and then Cad Bane, and then I usually run either Boba or Django, and then what was the other one? Dengar.
Yeah, Dengar is such a good bounty hunter, man. He's so like
Oh yeah, man.
important to every single team for bounty hunters.
Well, he's got so much synergy with Bosk. It's like staple team, like trio is Bosk, Boba, and Dengar, right? But I changed it up because putting Django and Boba and Dengar on one team is already a pretty huge trio. And then adding Zam and Greedos for some more thermal detonator synergy. Like Zam's blowing those thermals up left and right. She's modded for over 300 speed under Django lead. She's throwing more thermals on her own.
I probably need to get her up too. That's my bounty hunters definitely need a little remod going.
Yeah, oh man, you gotta check this out, dude. Because like, and then Boba being under Django gives him some really good speed, and then he's just executing all over the place.
Yeah. So for the Karth team, the 5th instead of T3 is probably going to be Juhani, right?
Yeah, especially because you're gonna have to get her up to gear 12 anyways. Like I just had to do it today, and I'm like, what am I gonna use you for? Oh, I can put you in the Karth team, I guess. I mean, I've been using some like shuffle pieces in there and rounding up that team since working on the characters for the events. And I mean, like Johnny being a gear 12 is pretty interesting because now you can put her in there like with a Zeta Barris 5th or like a Visas Mar. You know, a couple of different pieces you could put in there. You could put L3 or Vandor in there too if you don't have the full Kira team.
Yeah, I need to work on Kira team with a Vandor. Those guys are super helpful for defenses.
Yeah, I worked on L3 and Vandor, but I just recently put the Zeta on Vandor because I had him at gear 11 for a couple of months now before the Darth Revan event, and I was like, I'll wait for his Zeta. But now that I have his Zeta, it's like, all right, I kind of mix the Karth and prepared teams together, right? So like L3 Vandor with the Karth Mission Zalbar combo usually works pretty good, but if I save L3 for another team, then I'll put in Besis in there, so she's got like a revive and some more health steal.
Yeah. Man, well, I wish I would have gotten the full clear, but it's okay. This guy's gonna have to, yeah, miracle to get through my stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna
There's
get
no
stuff
way.
on your roster. No, no way.
Just want to check my health pool on these guys. I did get some mods to gold or to 6 dot. Yeah, she's looking okay, I guess. Zombie, oh, this is one of my favorite sets I have on a character right now. I actually need to get the things to max. Almost 50k HP, 124 speed. I don't even have any really good gear pieces, or yeah, gear pieces for the +6 speed ones. But looking solid so far. All right, so we got everything set up for GA. Let's do some really quick malak stuff.
Yeah, and do some counters or something.
Yeah, just test the waters. We got an hour and 54 minutes till payout. I don't want to fight this guy. He's got no Zetas, so.
Urza's going on in like 2.5 hours, so I'm gonna try and squeeze my GA in between after we finish up here and Urza stream too.
For sure. Yeah, still working on Darth Revan farm. Same here. Same here. I'll even show you what I'm at for my farms. Ever since this whole 5 energy refresher 5 attempt thing, man, it has not been going well. Oh my gosh. Look at it.
Oh yeah, I started my alt back up a couple of days ago, and I'm devoting the alt completely just to focusing on both Revans and Malak, right? So like forget the hero journey characters. The only other thing I'm focusing on is a couple of Empire characters for Dark Side team and ships, and then the scoundrels will come on their own for credit heist. So I'm just worried about credit heist and getting the shards for those characters.
Yeah.
You know, imagine an account with Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, and Malak under 1 million GP.
That'd be so nuts for Grand Arena. I would love doing that.
Yes, dude, because then I can have 2 accounts to play GA on, and it'll be like this boss PvP account, and then my main account. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I really want to start up a new account, but I just don't feel like I have time to do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, the only reason why I'm doing it is because I can put the alt on my phone, so it's always on my person, and then my main doesn't need as much attention, so I can leave it be for a couple hours and just leave it on the iPad.
Yeah, one sec. I gotta go figure something out at the house. I'll be right back, though.
Gotcha. Chilling. Hello, everyone out there in TV land. I hope you guys are doing well with your Territory Wars, Grand Arena, Millennium Falcon unlocks. Hope you guys are doing okay, countering Darth Malak. It's gonna be really crazy seeing these reworks. Yeah, I was just saying, I was like, I hope everyone's doing well in GA, Territory Wars, all these new events over the weekend. The Falcon return, right?
Oh, a lot of stuff going on right now. Oh, yeah.
Easier weekends for sure that we've had in a while.
Okay, let's get into the arena battles. Gonzo says full cleared my guy. Dang, nice job. What GP are you at, man?
Yeah, I already looked over my opponent's mods. Well, not even their mods, just like their roster in general. And I mean, what he put down on defense, it's kind of lackluster, but I mean, we already got the counter set up and ready to go.
Okay, so let's do flash. Let's see who else, so we can double hit somebody. Go from one to the next.
So my missus, real quick, she's at a play with her mom right now, and she was listening to some Star Wars stuff with me earlier for Celebration and everything on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
and they were playing the music, the jizz, the Star Wars Cantina music, and she just texted me and she was like, "I got the jizz stuck in my head."
That's awesome. Dude, my favorite Star Wars
Oh
stuff to
man.
go work out to is the Darth Maul fight, episode 1.
That's
Oh,
epic.
that gets me going, dude. Holy cow.
Oh man, the John Wick's movie or John Wick's theatrical stuff is always really good.
Yeah. Gonzo's 4.4? Dang. That's like around yours, right?
Yeah, once you're over that 4 million bracket, I was talking about this with Finity a couple days ago from RSG, and I mean, like, it's just once you cross 4 mil, it's anyone's ball game. Like picture it like a rock paper scissors Grand Arena environment, right? Like everybody has everything in a sense to where they can counter the necessities, but it's just how do you surprise your opponent? How do you catch them on their toes?
Yeah, like I said before in other streams, I absolutely hate it when somebody does the auto deploy because that totally throws off my ideas of who to counter and how to counter. It's just
Oh yeah, I
awful.
totally agree. Especially at the top tier, like you just see a bunch of like spam gear 12 characters that are just meshed together, and some of them are just stupid. Like I'm sure they're working on bugs to fix that though, to where like it'll set up some better synergistic teams, right? Or
Yeah,
past tense teams that you've set down on defense, maybe even.
maybe. There's definitely some fixing they need to do with some Grand Arena stuff, some fine tuning.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they already have the mechanic in game in a sense, right? Like, when you're in the first round and you set your first round defense, it locks, right? So, for example, instead of doing that, if they don't set a defense and they've already set a defense prior to any other Grand Arena, like, whatever their last initial set defense should be loaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm sure that's manageable. It's just, they're still treading waters with Grand Arena, right? Like, what bugs are going on, and for example, like people switching mods and having trouble with, people switching mods in between Grand Arenas and stuff like that. It's been a kind of bug through the thing for the game mode.
yeah. It's got some potential though with the upcoming stuff with like the championships.
Yeah, I'm really curious how that's gonna work because if I'm not in that championship bracket, I'm gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah, I wonder how many you would need to win to get into that bracket. That's like gonna be some crazy stuff,
It'll
crazy
probably even
rewards.
be like a separate Grand Arena, right? Like you'll have your regular Grand Arena game mode and then the championship rounds. So like if you're in like maybe like a certain bracket of GP, even like the top tier players, like over 5 million GP, right? Like maybe that's why they haven't even set a cap for 5 mil yet.
Yeah, they will
I
eventually.
mean,
The
you can
game's
go.
bound to have players hit that.
Oh yeah, especially with the characters that are coming out and the amount of GP that goes through everything. Like the Millennium Falcon's over 60,000 GP, right? So you got players pushing somewhere between like 5.5 and 5.6 right now with max rosters. It's just how many 6E mods do they have and stuff like that too as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I would love to test out Bounty Hunters versus Malak, but the thing is that this
Yeah,
Malak's
on
only
offense, that's a
Zeta.
good one.
Yeah.
You can go with the counter was Django, Lead, Zam, Dengar, Bosk, and Boba were the five.
Yeah, I gotta change some mods. Cause
Yeah, they gotta be
yeah.
like super fast, all of them. And Zam, it's kind of weird because you kind of have to clock Zam a little bit slower because you want her to go last and like pop the thermals when you want her to.
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, Van Seal, I know you know Van Seal.
Yeah, he's the guy to go to that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the bounty hunter counter guy from RSG, and he hangs out in the live chats all the time, and he's a great player too, man. Not just bounty hunters in general, but he's a great player.
Yeah, this guy's whole team isn't modded too good, so I don't know. I say we just get a really quick battle, try to hit the next best guy. But I really want to try out some more
Yeah, I
Ezra.
like it.
Yeah. Blackbeard, what's my GP? It is 3.6. Almost 3.7. I bumped up like 50k for the Millennium Falcon. Alright, let's use this set. This is the same set I used in the video I posted yesterday. The thing with this team that's really important is you need Ezra to go right after Yoda. He needs to be really, really slow and just freaking throw on your offense, crit damage, crit chance stuff, and he'll be just hitting like a truck. Gonzo says, you have been toughest I fought. Good mods, tricky teams. Okay. Probably just okay. Talking to somebody else, and then Dojitson says, "It's too bad I'm not consistent on my GA uploads. I can't find about it's you guys talking about that. Okay. Vape Green says, just try a DR lead with Basti. I can't even use. I don't have Darth Revan, or else I would.
Well, another counter that works too is, I mean, I'm sure you've seen mine, the EP Vader Triumvirate, or you can go EP Fallen Bastila Triumvirate.
Yeah. How would you mod Treya? Would you mod her for just a bunch of offense and a lot of protection / HP?
Who's that, Treya or Bastila?
For Treya.
For Treya, her arrow is a 60 crit avoidance arrow, so she's got 35 crit avoidance. And then her triangle is a 60 defensive triangle, so she's got 20% defense from that. Plus the diamond is 60, so she's got 20 more defense from that. And then she's got a protection circle and a tenacity cross, and it's only a 5A tenacity cross, so it's not like super special important to have tenacity on it. You could do protection cross instead, or a defense cross. It's just kind of boosting her statistics more, and like I've had my Treya take 5 marks from a Jedi Knight Revan when she's in the lead. I've had I've had her heal up multiple times from a sliver of health all the way back up to full health. It's the most survivable I've ever modded her, and I've left her like that ever since the counter for Jedi Knight Revan came out with that.
Yeah.
And her speed's nothing crazy either, too. Her speed's only like 227, so she doesn't have to be super fast. She just has to survive.
Yeah, I've had my Treya modded for the old school, like when Jedi Revan first came out, just to eat up the marks. So I need to go back.
Yeah,
and
all the protection ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
The crit avoidance arrow, especially a 6E crit avoidance arrow, it makes the hugest difference, right? Because mine, the speed on it is only 17 speed, so it's nothing special. It's just the crit avoidance in general. It's my fastest one I had. So, and all the primary stats are defense, and then 2 with health, just because one of them was the crit avoidance arrow as the primary, was the health primary. So I kind of had to put another health to complement it. So
yeah. I hate doing that in my arena teams, having not everything match. That annoys me sometimes.
Yeah, because you want those secondary statistics. I mean, like, health, it does make a difference, too, because, I mean, her health pool is what keeps her alive. I mean, like, the Darth Revan teams dig right under the protection, so you don't want to mod her for health. You just want to boost her crit avoidance, tenacity, defense in general, and then that'll keep her alive.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to do one quick battleships. I just want to make sure I'm not hitting a guy that's having a payout soon, but I don't think so.
All right, you can just go hit him, and then if you know you've won the match, you can always just back out.
Yeah. What's his name again? Quietus Chris. Yeah, we can just hit him. Don't even worry about if we win or not. Just got to make sure that the crits land.
Did you just unlock the Falcon this go round?
Yep, I just did. But not all the abilities are maxed.
How you liking it so far?
I have yet to play with him in arena.
Oh so. Man, it's epic. I would say, if you're gonna, have you boosted all the abilities up all the way?
The ones I didn't. I'm missing around 30-ish of those ship omegas, wherever you call them, and that's for the basic. And is it the unique, the one that gets more assist chance or whatever?
Yeah, he may not look like much.
Yeah, those two. I need those 2 up.
Yeah, focus on those, and then if I could say anything, worry about the AoE last. Punch it, the Chewbacca one. That's the very last one you're gonna worry about. Everything else is fine. Just dump all the investment that you have in it now.
Well, unfortunately, when I got him, I I threw all of them on those that you said to wait on. So I'm not too worried though, because I can just farm those really easy with those. What's that event called where you get a bunch of those things?
Oh, the cargo ship event. Yeah. You get like 70 of them from that alone.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know about you, but I get at least 1 or 2 every time I do the fleet challenges for Zetas. I always get a good. Recently I've gotten a couple 4s. I mean, like that's the max. I'm like, wow, 4 ship Omegas, thanks.
I was trying to
Like when you get
stockpile
6
some, but I had the Ebon Hawk I had to worry about.
Oh man, the Ebonhawk's awesome. I mean, like I invested all the Omegas that I could into it, but I didn't have T3 geared up, so I haven't really put too much into it. Just like the bare minimum of what I could.
Yeah. The reason I like him over Cassian's Ewing is, well, of course they both give the Dispel of all buffs, but I really, really love buff immunity in this game, especially when you're going up against these comps with Money and Falcon and Houndstooth. You need those to stick.
Oh yeah, and his basic with the double tap, like once you'll see in some situations using the basic, just like using the basic with the Falcon, is more of a better move for you because
there's some more DPS chances for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean like it hits like between the 2 double taps, it can hit anywhere from like 60 to 40k. You know? I mean like it's really interesting ship, and I mean the concept of the chaff ability in general, that's so unique. I wish it was locked though. If it was locked, it would be more of like an iconic ship, but they don't want to do that for like a chase ship or a marquee ship, you know.
All right. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention, but yeah, I know what you're talking about with the Ebon Hawk, with the double tap on the basic over some of the other abilities, because yeah, the Dispel really helps, but once you double tap, especially when you get some of these cool buffs, man, he can just hit really hard. Like right there, you see only almost 50k. His basic can probably hit even harder than that.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that, I mean double tapping.
Yeah, it's guaranteed, right? The double tap.
Yeah, it's guaranteed double tap.
I want to see if I have everything maxed. Should.
Especially on that team too, like with that team's based on like getting in front of your opponent, right? So like if you're chipping away at it and they have barely a little bit of health left, that's a perfect cleanup move for him to come in and double tap.
Yeah. And you know, this ship is definitely top 5 for me in the game right now. For sure.
Yeah, man, I got both the chase ships up to 6 stars, but I kept going. Like shuttle, I stopped at like 2 out of 100, but with the Ebon Hawk, I pushed it as far as I could with refreshes and everything. I got to like 18 out of 100.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really, you know, because like that was that time frame where you were kind of like collecting crystals again, and I had already like farmed up the characters for Darth Revan. Like I would think I was done by like February 3rd, so I still had a good month and a half to bank some crystals again, and I spent them all on the chase events really.
Well, there's only been 2 so far, right?
Yeah, I mean, both of them I invested about, I would say anywhere from like 2,500 to 3K crystals each. So it was about like 6K, you know, 6K crystals spent at most.
Wow.
I actually I was going through and I was cleaning up some of my audio or video files the other day, and I forgot I never uploaded the first day of the Ebon Hawk, and I had uploaded it on my channel like a week or 2 ago. So like you can see how much I spent the first day to unlock it.
I was going to make a video about the drop rates, but I just didn't feel like doing all of them. But I
it's
have
too mathematical,
video.
right? It's
Yeah.
way too mathematical. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get bad RNG and good RNG, right? Like I'd say I got better RNG for the Ebon Hawk than the command shuttle, but I also invested a little more time into it as well.
So this is a quick video I did way back when it came out of 1,000 energy, what it would give you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think I did. Let's see. I think yeah. This is just for these quick little refreshes, but I would definitely
Didn't you do
like
the
using
Ebon Hawk,
the basic ones.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty good shard rates for 8, but
yeah.
now it's probably gonna suck because it's at 5. But still.
Yeah, that was the one thing. It slowed down my ETA farm. I went over and I started farming like Gear 12 salvage with the ship Omegas. So I was getting a bunch of ship Omegas, but I had to stop farming ETA 2 for a while, and it took me a while to get them finished up.
Dude, this guy is now preloaded out of freaking Wazoo. This Jedi team.
Oh,
You kidding me? Who did
Oh,
this in
wow.
my guild? I'm going actually right now to check. This type of stuff is why I hate TW. Just come on.
And nobody's gonna admit to it either.
Nobody does. That's the thing. I've sent out like 3 different messages to different players in my guild, and they have yet to even read my my thing in line. It's just people just don't even care.
Do your guildmates watch you stream too, or?
I know some do. Some have even came on. I had guildmate Juice Maker and another guildmate Erdna. But besides
Oh
that,
yeah,
I'm
I
not really
remember
sure.
both of them being on.
Yeah, they're pretty cool guys. Just wanna.
Are you the
check
leader,
some.
right? You're the one who originated your guild and everything.
No way, dude. When I joined my guild, I was like, man, almost 2 mil. These guys were like 3 mil plus. I was like the little baby of the guild, and then just this year, I was promoted to officer, so I'm hanging in there, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. You taking a jump and you offer up a little more responsibility for the guild. It does wonders.
This is Juice, right here. That's funny.
Juice.
Juice Maker. That's how I would feel if I wasted some teams and then people just mess me up like that. That sucks. Well,
Yeah, it happens, man. I mean, RNG and turn meter, it happens.
well, this is such a weird zone. I mean, look at this. Nothing is like, it's like not all of one team. It's like all mix and matched. Got Ewoks,
Yeah, it's not
Phoenix.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one team like that being in there, it is definitely a mixed team or mixed wall, but throwing that one Jedi Knight Revan in the wrench makes it all that much harder.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be a nice guy and get this out with my Treya.
Yeah, you got to get past that wall right there. That's for sure. Keep anybody else from attacking it.
Yep. Well, I want to save Bastila for sure. What else could I use? Some Empires, maybe a Thrawn.
Yeah, Thrawn could work there. I mean, if you don't mind taking him away from your EP team, he'll work for just fine there. You got to remember this team's prime too, so they're going to take off, and you got to trigger Savior right away.
Yeah. I think I can eat at least one. I'm gonna use these 4. I'm gonna hope that they don't target Thrawn, but the AI with a mark usually goes after Treya.
Yeah, and by that point, you should have some time to get around it. And Nihilus will gain a lot of turn meter.
Yeah, here we go. There you go. Target that guy. Perfect. Let's just go for a Drain Force, see what we get. Nothing. Oh, man.
And just focus down their Yoda and trigger Savior right away.
Yeah. I want to... yeah, we'll just fracture him. There we go. Alright, so I read this a little bit ago. Vape wants to know what do we think of the new trailer for the movie. What do you think of it?
Oh, the episode 9 trailer? I love it, dude. I've been watching it nonstop for the last couple of days now.
Yeah,
since it came out.
It's so awesome. The whole Palpatine in the end laughing. Oh, man. That's awesome
Yeah, the
stuff.
Death Star. Oh, man, all of it. The opening scene with Rey jumping over the TIE silencer. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
There's so much content that we can get from that movie. Like, it's going to be ridiculous.
And then the fact that, like you said, with Palpatine at the ending, like, what direction is this going and where is this leading up to? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's like the end of this trilogy, but there's going to be more of Rey and more of whatever's coming next.
Hang on, I gotta worry about this team. Treya just died. Oh, man, come on.
You gotta swap with Thrawn and get him out of that stun lock.
Like, don't have it up yet, but I will in a little bit. Oh, man. I need to just get at least one guy out of here. Well, about the trailer, yeah, but besides this battle, the trailer is really cool from the little snippet that we got. The one thing about the trailer that I disliked was the lightsaber scene, or the little thing that you saw with Kylo, Kylo just takes up the lightsaber and brings the guy down with it. Like, that thing should cut straight through the dude in half.
I think that's what he's leading up to, is like, you know,
You
dropping
think?
him and cutting him in half like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to show it in the trailer because they want you to see it on the screen like the first time it happens, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's one thing too, is like, you know, today's trailers, they either put too much into the trailer or they put things in there that you're not meant to see until you're into the theater, or something that kind of, you know, has nothing to do with the movie in general, right? Like the Marvel movies, for example,
Yeah.
you know?
A lot of clickbait.
The Infinity War scene with Hulk running through the woods and everything, that scene never happened in the movie, you know?
Yeah. Alright. This is gonna be a long freaking battle, dude. Well,
Well, as long as you can manage Revan's mark and General Kenobi's taunt, I mean, Yoda's gonna do his thing no matter what.
we'll try. I might have to just back out. But man, look at Yoda. He's so low. I need this pain to stick on him.
Yeah,
No,
I
it
mean,
didn't.
the team's already primed anyway, so I mean, if you can get them down to a sliver at least.
Gosh dang it.
If it gets too close, back out, because you don't want to give him more health and protection back, right?
Yeah. I just want to test. I'm gonna put it on 1x. Okay, I got a pain, but if things get out of hand, I'm gonna. Oh no, he finds it. Yeah, I gotta back out. Yep. Oh, I gotta do something. I gotta get the little chicken nuggets out from my little brother in the oven. Be right back. Oh man.
Gotcha, Bell.
Be right back, guys. All right. That's too bad we lost that. Let's get some. Let's back out. Let's get some more arena battles in. So how long?
Do some more Malak testing. I like it.
Yeah. How much longer till the stream? Like for Urza's stream, you said.
So what was that? I'm sorry.
How much more time till Urza's stream? You said.
He doesn't go for another 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Feel free to do your thing. Let's see. I don't even know how to say it. Cafalor.
Still got plenty of time.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a mark on Revan. Just a basic team here. Basic Jedi team. The boring stuff.
So, what do you like most about Malak's kit so far?
Well, it's hard to be optimistic since I don't have him, but once I do get him, I'm looking forward to getting to use what's that one ability where he dispels and then the shock. I love that. That's one of my favorite abilities he's got, and then the Zetas, of course.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help with fear, too, on that team, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to step away 1 second. I'll be right back.
You're fine. I, too, live for Star Wars, you guys. I love the movies. Going to the movies is one of my favorite things about Star Wars. Just the opening scene with the text coming down the screen, man, that gets me. Gives me goosebumps, man, for sure. All right. Ah, I really should have gone after Yoda for my first mark. He's the squishiest. James said, "Don't be too excited." I was excited after the Last Jedi trailer, and we know how that went. Dude, I'm one of those guys that kind of liked. I guess it's kind of. I'm biased towards Star Wars. Like I'll love pretty much anything they throw out there. The only one I didn't like too much was Rogue One. For some reason, I just wasn't into it. But I liked The Last Jedi. I liked that one little scoundrel guy that helped Rose and Finn out. I like that guy a lot. Well, thinking about counters for Malak besides the one I showed you, and I don't know. I think EP would be a good one, but he's gonna die really quick. Who else? Treya. I mean, the Sith are like the only other counter I can think of that might do something versus Malak. I think this is the only Jedi team that would counter him is the one I showed. Bastila probably not work too well. The only reason she might work is because the fear from Darkside Bastila wouldn't be able to stick. But that team, the Bastila team, is probably meant for. We got stunned there. It's usually meant for the EP teams to counter those guys. Wait, what'd you say, Gonzo? Tell Zylo that he's been streaming for almost. You kidding me? Well, I said he should just do his thing. I didn't know he was streaming. Dude, I'm not even going to be able to win this battle. I'm not even really paying attention.
Wait, what happened?
Somebody in chat said that you're streaming. You've been streaming for like 30 minutes.
I haven't been streaming. I don't think I am. I cut my stream off a while ago.
Let me reload the page. Well, it says you're live. The Darth Malak event part 2, Dark Side. Is that?
Oh wow, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing. I don't know how that. Oh, I probably my hotkeys. That's what it was. I put my tablet on my hotkeys, so it probably hit the key to turn the stream on.
That's funny.
Thanks, hotkeys.
I need to get hotkeys. I think I used them once for a video, but the video one I think is a little bit different than the stream one for the hotkeys of how they work. But streaming would be really helpful. Yeah, we're gonna time out for sure. That's too bad.
Oh man, I'm definitely have to go back and delete that.
Well, it was a new one, so it wouldn't be that bad. It's not like a continuation of your other one that you had.
Yeah, that's true.
So I bought a gear piece for Stark yesterday. I'm hoping it was a good investment. It was to get him to gear 11.
Oh yeah, Stark. Stark, you'll love Stark. I'm telling you, once you get him, great.
Yeah, he's definitely tankier now, for sure. I could always use some more speed on these guys.
Still some good speed. Mine's at 262. I mean, I can make him faster, but my troopers are kind of falling into like a C team right now.
I would love to have Range Trooper. He's one of my guys I want to work on.
Yeah, I got them all at gear 11. It's just rounding them up to 12 now, so they're better hard counter, but it's not something I want to invest in at the moment. But Range Trooper's a stud.
Yeah, I saw a video. Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did about the troopers countering Darth Revan when he was like first out. He was just going off.
You can just throw Veer, Stark, and Range Trooper on a team, or if the team's squishy enough, you could just throw in Range Trooper to solo certain things.
Yeah.
Just
That
sit there and keep
assist that he
countering and
gets is
stomping.
awesome.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Empire version of like young Han Solo, except he doesn't ramp his offense up like him.
Well, that's kind of why the other troopers are so important. They give a lot of good buffs to the other troopers that are there.
Oh yeah, that's why everybody started freaking out in 3v3 when that hit, because it kind of like decimated the trooper team, but it really didn't. I mean, like if you got Veer, Stark, and then Death Trooper, or Veer, Stark, and Magma, Veer, Stark, and Range, Veer, Stark, and Shore, there's a bunch of different 3-man combinations for that.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna have to probably use a Sith team against this guy, or maybe throw in Hoda. But I love using Bastila now because of her undispellable battle meditation that she gives. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, you got to try the EP Triumvirate with Fallen Bastila. It's such a good team to climb, even against Jedi or Darth Revan. And I mean, like I use it as a soft counter for just climbing, just testing. It works great.
All right, I'm gonna check one more battle with my ship guys. Hope that I
It's
don't
worse.
snipe somebody.
Scion and Bastila die, but Nihilus and Trail start spamming their abilities and taking away the bigger pieces right away.
I gotta see something. I think somebody was commenting on my video saying that voice scared the shit out of me. I did have my volume up kind of loud for that video. Hopefully didn't kill him. Alright, we can hit this guy. Jar Jar said, did you beat the Revan? Nope, I didn't. I did not. Unfortunately. It's okay though, there's like maybe 2, almost 3 teams that guy can use to clear my my 6 teams. There's such a little chance of him actually clearing me that I'm not even worried about it. Alright.
Yeah, your opponent definitely went overboard on defense, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, I can't rewind my battle, but you guys are going to catch up on that battle. So, what happened there was I didn't get the crit with the TIE Fighter, but I did get with Poe on the Falcon. And then Houndstooth goes, of course, he gets the turn meter, and then he actually targeted Poe. And if he crits against Poe with his Breach ability, and he crits, and then he loses his protection and a little bit of HP, and then Anakin goes, if that happens, you can still win. This team has like a 70% chance of winning. The only time it doesn't win is if nobody crits off the bat, and then you're kind of screwed. So that's another way you can actually win with this team, if that happens.
Yeah, I like the concept of this team a lot. Trying to get out in front of all the other ships, it's really fun.
Yeah, especially Anakin. I mean, yeah, the other 2 are really important, but man, if Anakin really is your like backup plan. If things go down the drain and you need the extra damage, he's there. Now we can just auto this.
Yeah, Anakin's the one who kind of brought us together, right?
Yeah, in a way, you did. Funny. Yeah. Well, I made that video, the one that popped off, the 7K one, and that one I didn't actually use Anakin. It was the one after I did. But
yeah, see, I mean, like I was using him at 3 stars, and I brought the character up to gear 12 just to use the ship at 3 stars. Like,
yeah, it's that good of a ship. Like, I recommend anybody to start farming Anakin, especially now since Clone Wars is getting reworks and Anakin was said to get a rework. You got to go after that guy right there.
Yeah, like he's definitely the offensive engine for that team, and like the only one who can kind of do any similar damage is like 5s. Everybody else is kind of like lackluster, so I think you'll need him for this new territory map.
Yeah. The only thing I right now with the game is just like the farming, the entire farming stuff right now. If you don't have like myself, you don't have Darth Revan, you don't have Malak, you still need to farm the Old Republic. And man, that drop in tries with the arena or with the farming stuff from 8 to 5, that is a killer thing to do right now, especially for free to play. I just can't believe they did that, man. Pisses me off.
Yeah, it is crazy and has this big ripple effect through the community from top to bottom. Like, even when you introduce newer characters, it's just going to make the grind for newer characters that much longer. And it does suck, unfortunately, because we gotten so comfortable and accustomed to 8 attempts now. I mean, I've been around since 3, and 3s were horrible. You'd be lucky to get 1 shard a day. So, I mean, at least it's not 3. I mean, I'm trying to look from it as a positive aspect as much as I can. I mean, you can stretch your attempts out more too, so you can do more character hard nodes in a sense, right?
Yeah, true. Like now I can split up my energy between Bastila and Jahani now, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and another thing too is the refreshes. They didn't change the refreshes, so it's still 25, 50, 100. So you can triple refresh still if you want to, but before it was a minimum of 50 for a refresh. So at least they left it at 25. So if you still want to hyper focus what hard node you're farming, you still can.
Yeah. So this team right here, swapping out GK for Hoda, I've been testing it. It's kind of a wonky team, because there's no tank to eat up the damage.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to take out Bastel and put in GK, and GK can still be that magnet, and then your Yoda is going to steal the battle meditation buffs from their Bastila. But now that it's a lock buff, I mean, you're only getting the stats that are like speed up, offense up, all that kind of stuff. So you're without Bastila, you're missing your own battle meditation.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but unfortunately,
goes.
Bastila is like the only one you can afford to take out of the team. You know, I mean, you need Jolie, you need Hermit Yoda in a sense. I mean, if you want to use him in this team, and you need Grandmaster Yoda, you need Revan.
Yep, there's a lot of pieces you need for Jedi Revan team to actually work. Well, here we go. We get stealth. There we go. That's pretty big.
It does change like a counter for territory wars too, right? Because I usually save Bastila for another team, and now you kind of have to run Bastila in a Revan team.
Yeah, that's another thing. Now I gotta, like, it's even more of a reason for me to farm that Kira team for an extra defense spot. Just because Bastila's, like, you really need her in that Revan team now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, Revans, they're cool. It's a cool character. KOTOR stuff is cool, but really, this long of KOTOR stuff, no, thank you. At least from my perspective, I guess.
I mean, I don't mind it. Either way, they're going to drown us in content. So whether it's KOTOR, Clone Wars, original trilogy, the new trilogy, they're going to drown us in whatever.
Yeah, I just wish that instead of it being KOTOR that not everybody knows, you know, it was like somebody like maybe CLS, or I mean Jedi Luke rather, and then maybe Anakin, somebody that everybody knows.
I agree with that, like the mystery behind it and what's going to come next. But I mean, like them telling us they're going to rework Clone Wars, it kind of gives that away too, right?
Yeah.
Or it kind of even expects our expectations to be a little higher, and if we don't get what we're expecting, then everybody's going to be mad about that too.
Yeah.
Everybody's mad about something all the time.
Well, do you agree with the malak changes? What do you think about that?
I mean, he's broken, yeah, but...
Yeah, I don't think that he needs to be changed at all. I think he's perfectly fine.
Yeah. If anything, his kit should have been more vice versa. Like, Revan should have had his kit, vice versa, you know?
Yeah.
It seems more like Malak is the focus of that team as opposed to the actual leader, right?
Yeah. Well, it'd been cool to get a leader from him, but you have Darth Revan that has a leader instead.
Yeah, especially if they'd gave him a leader and he was the better lead, everybody would have been mad about that too, because you already invested in the Zeta on Darth Revan. Yeah, you just dumped. Me personally, I just dumped all three Zetas on him right away. I was like, he's getting all three no matter what. So that would have been just annoying. But this whole team takes 8 Zetas, so
It is,
it's the
yeah,
most
it is
invest.
ridiculous. Holy
That's a
cow.
big Zeta investment for sure.
Well, for HK slot in since we got Malak now, since I don't have that entire team, I can't play with it. I'm thinking though that HK replacing him with somebody else, maybe like a Treya, but then again, you don't want Treya because of the unique. Maybe like somebody else, like a Vader. Because HK, if it's in a mirror, you don't want HK because he's not gonna do the big damage like he does against Jedi, right?
If I had to pick three, Nihilus, Marauder, or Assassin, or I'd prioritize Assassin over Marauder because Marauder's more late game. I mean, like he's kind of niche just for that team, right? Like it's meant to be an offensive driving team, and Marauder's damage output in there is insane. Plus, you can put Sith Assassin in with like an EP lead or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things, and that reminds me for Trooper. Somebody was saying like if I had him or not. I actually don't even have him. I'll even show you guys. I have him unlocked. I have him geared like nothing. Nothing's even added onto him. I do have him 6-star though. I just need to work on getting him up though. I guess I'm going the
Well, he's
longer way.
definitely a good investment just because he's an auto taunter, and as you invest in him, like if you don't use him in the Empire team for now, that's fine because you can use him with your Trey or your EP for now.
Yeah. So here
The
we
more
go.
tanks
We
you
got
ostracize, the better.
level 1 gear 1. Yeah, I 6-star is still pretty good, right? But the 7-star does add a lot more protection HP.
Yeah, he's definitely a beefy tank. Like especially if you get some 60 mods on him. I haven't put any 60 mods on him yet, but he's still really good. Like almost 100,000 protection, and he's only gear 12 with the left pieces.
Yeah, not to mention he has a pre-taunt. That's huge.
Oh yeah, there's only so many of those. I mean, you could plug him in as a pre-taunt in any team.
All right, let's check if this guy actually hit us back. I don't think he would though. Not right now. Yeah, not even touched. So Aoi Heroes says, what if they go overboard and add all enemies get shocked at the start of battle and they want to stop EP? I hope not, he says.
Well, it depends on if you're using your EP too or not. Like if you're running EP, you're just gonna generate a bunch of turn meter.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about EP because he can generate so much TM even if Darth Revan does the shock first. And then if you had Treya in the EP team that you're using, the dispels, and then you get all that extra TM, which is cool.
Yeah, you just see the whole board, both sides of the field, all 10 pieces. TM just shoots right up.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think we'll get a little rework in the next movie with EP or maybe a new character based off of him?
I mean, I'd hope so, especially if he's gonna be like the main antagonist, right? I mean, like seems like Kylo Ren's character's gonna be undershadowing from the Emperor. Like the Emperor's gonna be the big bad guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be, right? Kylo can't be the bad guy, as we've seen in the last movie.
Well, I think he will be, but I think there'll be like two different sides, right? Like Palpatine probably has something to do with all of this transpiring, like Kylo Ren turning to the dark side, Rey finding the Force and everything. Like he has some kind of manipulation between all this.
Yeah. It's going to be cool
I
regardless.
mean,
I'm really excited for it.
yeah, I hope they don't rework the character, and if they do something different with the character, or like an Episode 9 version, I'd think it'd be a different character in general, just to kind of separate the two. I mean, like we have 5 Hans for goodness sake.
almost 6. Almost got Carbonite. Remember that?
See, like it would be cool if like he was like the First Order Emperor, right? Like that'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
That would be so dope.
I'm really hoping as a fan of the First Order and everything that we get more First Order context. Like it will make them somewhat viable, somewhat meta. Like when JTR popped up, like crew was just, oh, you got to do auto taunter and a First Order speed lead.
Yeah, when he dropped, he was really, really good. I liked him. Especially
Oh
since
yeah,
we
it
could
was so
farm
much
him
fun.
really easy.
and the ship too. Like they were both really fun right away, and for the longest time, but they kind of lost their flavor, and now they just go on defense.
Yeah. Okay, so this team we're going to be
Well,
hitting is going to be Night Sister mixed with Darth Revan. So let's change mods real quick on our EP Invader team, but focus on the Vader speed. So I'll do this then instead of hitting another Jedi Revan. That's just boring to watch. This is at least faster.
yeah. Plus, these teams are always interesting, and I mean, kind of got it easier kill.
Yeah. I added some more mods to this Vader guy, so I gotta make a whole new loadout for it. Because it's a pain in the butt to have to switch each and every one around. Just super, super time consuming. I hate it. There he is. Thank you, Vape Green. Yeah, man, we hit the sub goal. It's pretty cool to see that many people sub to a channel in like less than a day. It's ridiculous. It's awesome stuff. I don't even know what my next goal should be. Maybe 200 before the same
Yeah,
exact marker that I had.
ever since this year started, I mean, like ever since the beginning of this year, my channel's really skyrocketed through like counter videos and stuff like that too. Especially doing the Falcon video that we did around the same time. That one really boosted my channel a lot, and yeah, I've been trying to share some love too and put some content out there to the RSG fans for you. Like today, definitely referenced that Jedi Ezra video today and on the Saturday stream. So hopefully, get you some RSG viewers coming over.
Yeah, hope so. For the ship counters, I don't know if this is 100% true, but people just really hate ships right now, you know? And I think that if we were to add some counters to make the current meta be easier to take out, like the videos we did, that came out in such a good time that people really liked it. If it were to come out now, probably not as much.
Oh yeah, because I mean it's had such a cause and effect to ships with the Falcon and people not being able to get it right away, like every legendary character does. But it was ships, you know what I mean? And like you said, people don't fancy ships. Like I mean, I don't like ships, but I'll play them because I want the rewards and I like the game and I want to be good in all aspects of the game. So I don't want to fall behind just because I don't like ships. And I mean, I like making the content in general. So if it's gonna help people, make it, put it out, right? I mean,
Yeah.
countering the Falcon without the Falcon is huge.
Yeah, now that I even have him, I'm not even worried about even using him. I might in the future, but like right now, I just love this team that I got going. I got it down to a T. Everything I know what's going to happen in each turn. Nothing really goes wrong
Well, it's
except for when they
perfect
don't crit
too.
it. Yeah,
That's perfect because then you can put your Falcon down on defense, and if they can't beat yours, and you can, it's another zone you clear, and they don't clear your zone.
yeah,
Yeah, the problem is though is putting Houndstooth down on defense or saving it for offense. You know, I mean, like personally, putting it down on defense helps, but without it on defense, makes your team a little weaker.
yeah. Well, this year I didn't. As you saw from the battle, I actually saved him. I just felt like Houndstooth and the counter team, you really need that extra tankiness, and he can just soak up all the hits. It's got to happen. You got to place him in that.
Well, it's funny too because the guy that I climbed first for ships, he doesn't put the Houndstooth down on defense, because he's been testing Sunfac and replacing Houndstooth off the reinforcement. That's like his first reinforcement. So it's like a passive tank, but he also runs the big Spiston Falcon trio. So that team's
Yeah,
really fast. And then if Sunfac's in there, kind of with his passive taunt, it kind of disrupts you even be able to get to the other ships. So I see the point in that, but my Sunfac's only gear 11. I mean, like I've run geo counters with ships, but I'm not too invested in trying to use it to counter the Falcon.
yeah. I I have really big troubles actually with Sunfat coming in as a reinforcement. He gets that stun on TIE Fighter sometimes, and he can't dodge when he's stunned, of course, and it just goes down the drain.
Yeah, and another thing that sucks about it though is like when you put it on defense, the AI doesn't play it like you will, right? Like so, it comes out on defense and then stuns the primary target, but then it does its special and stuns it again. But when you're running it on offense, that's 2 stuns for you.
Yeah. So
There's so many different variables
yeah.
when it comes to hunting tanks like that.
So in Arena, this guy's actually in a battle. Let's just change our mods back really fast, and we'll do another battle versus this Malak. I gotta check to see which Zeta he has, though.
You got your loadouts and everything, right?
Yeah, everything's set. I have everything ready to go. Or else I would be spending like a whole hour just trying to figure out things. That'd be stupid.
Oh man, that's a hot mess. I know, I've been there.
I still think that mods can definitely get a little bit better for how you can manage them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially like when I'm doing mods on the iPad, it has a 2-tier row, so I'm scrolling through mods like all the time.
Yeah, that's actually part of the reason I don't like using iPad anymore, because I can use this on the computer, Nox, and it's not as like. I mean, I guess mouse is a little bit easier to control, but my iPad, you have to just keep scrolling.
Yeah. I mean, I like doing it because the iPad has such a good battery life, and then I can edit and do everything everywhere, you know?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
As opposed to like the last few months, you know, I've been more hands-on with the live streaming and the Mac and stuff like that, so I'm trying to get more accustomed to using the Mac for editing and stuff like that.
Okay, so first turn, you gotta mark Revan, but the cool thing that happened was that he did not land his ability or his buff immunity on our Jedi Revan, so that's actually really, really huge. So that means we can spread the buffs.
His cooldown. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure how to say this guy's name. Xlor Bin Togger says, this is a while ago, sorry about this, but what if they complete nerf EP lead like Finn? They wouldn't. I highly doubt that they would do that.
Yeah, I don't think they will, because with Finn it was more of like the raid mechanics and stuff like that, and if it's something that's messing up their, you know, their, what's the word, their newest game mode, which is still kind of the Sith raid, they're not going to change EP League because it's such a staple league and it's already been reworked. That's why they're reworking Malak, because it's newer and they want him to be broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, if you change a mechanic that's that old, like EP, like was one of the originals, their reworks and everything, and then people would have this salty taste in their mouth if you reworked Finn, EP, HK, all these different characters in the last couple months.
Well, I mean, I don't think he'll get nerfed. He might even get a buff because, like we said earlier, the next Star Wars is going to have minutes some way, somehow.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you could end up seeing, like, a different kit, but, like, I still think if you changed anything with Palpatine right now, that the community would be even more pissed than they were with Finn, or even, like, the zombie rework, even, you know what I mean? Like, the zombie rework was great, but Finn, they basically just made him the 5th in the JTR team, and it changes to where if, like, say you want Trooper in for a Dispel, or if you want Finn in for more damage and more healing, you know what I mean? Like, it's a niche situational thing now, and it kind of takes away too from the fact that, you know, you had 2 resistance teams, now you only have 1, and Finn, you have to like go all gear 12 with all the characters with the team before now if you want somewhat of the same investment.
Yep. Right now, it's probably the biggest time in this game's history where you really need to manage resources well, or else you're going to be way behind in Arena, in GA.
Well, another thing like what it does is it creates another tier of characters, right? So instead of having like 5 tiers of characters, now we have 6 or 7. You know what I mean? Like you have your A, B, C, D, E, F teams now.
Yeah. I would hate to have power creep. You know how it's going right now. Just keep on going up and up and up. I am looking forward though to these reworks they were talking about. Hopefully that can balance it out a little bit. So this is the guy we're going up against next. His name's Q, and we just saw his Darth Revan there. Above 300. Let's do our Bastila. 142.
I think the one scary thing about this new rework with Jedi is that, like, what if it takes DK away from the Revan team, right? Like, yeah, you can plug in Juhani and speed up Revan a little bit more, but she's not the same tank as GK unless she has like this. She's kind of similar, but I just don't want to see them take GK away from that Revan team.
Yeah. GK is really, really good, and he might even get 10 times better because of the rework coming. But I'm not expecting it to be like a over-the-top rework. I just maybe throw in a little Zeta there, add some survivability, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I think with GK being as such a universal character as he was before, like he used to be that tank in like every team before they started making more auto taunters and making more passive taunters for stretch factions, right? Like Night Sister Zombie, Sith Trooper, Shore Trooper, all those different faction characters that auto taunt, crew,
Yeah.
and now he's such a good character still. I think if anything, the only bit that he's going to get from the rework is like one Zeta on a unique or something like that. I know he has room for 2 Zetas, but I just think that they're going to rework his kit to have more synergy with Anakin and Ahsoka. But other than that, they're going to keep most of his mechanics as similar as they can as possible. Less work, more reward.
Yeah. What I'm hoping is, so like how Bastila gets like the Force Bond stuff with Revan, and that's like a separate ability or not ability, unique that they have. I'm thinking that him and Anakin are gonna have something similar to that.
Yeah, like give them both a unique to where they synergize with each other, or all 3 of them synergize with each other in a sense. Like if GK's the lead and Anakin and Ahsoka are this and this are on the team, they give each other these buffs and give each other these unique buffs or something like that.
Yeah, and then on top of that, maybe a Zeta for sure.
Oh yeah, maybe a Zeta on all 3 characters, like 1 for each, or 2 for GK and 1 for each. Because GK has room for 2, and I think one of them is his leader and one of them is the unique. But they'll probably end up giving him like a special Zeta or something like that, even maybe on like his Aratu, the cleanse.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. It's been so long since I put the ability mats on him, which one's got Omegas or not. But even still, I think I would like to see something like Han and Chewie, like the guard mechanics, something like that between them 3 to keep them alive. That would be cool.
Yeah, especially right now, Ahsoka is really, really squishy. She does have that little unique between her and Anakin. I think that'll get tweaked for sure, and then maybe I wouldn't go as far as saying like stat changes for her, but that would be totally cool. Like maybe increased damage.
I could see stat changes, like especially for Anakin and Ahsoka. Like you said, they're day 1 characters and they're a little underwhelming compared to General Kenobi, and their health and protection pools don't really mirror his. So I think what they'll do is they'll give them a little more like offense and a little more health and protection statistics, but I don't think they'll ramp their like speed or anything like that can kind of change their kits drastically. Just something to make them more relevant.
Yeah, make them somewhat part of the meta. If not, make them really, really good in another aspect of the game, GA, TW, stuff like that.
Yeah, or even to the point where like GK has more value being the leader as opposed to just being the tank in the team, right? Like you can put other tanks under Jedi Revan team, like we were just talking about Juhani, or I was talking to Jedi Master Adasha today on the Jedi Academy, the Q&A for RSG on Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
She's a huge Jedi fan, and she says if you do pull GK out of the Jedi Revan team, her favorite 5th for a tank is Old Ben. So can fit into there, and GK can be the leader of this new triumvirate.
Yeah. Triumvirate with Jedi, that would be so dope, dude. Oh my gosh. Jedi is for sure my favorite faction in the game, if nobody knew that.
Oh yeah, and I mean like even still, like you're gonna get Juhani up to gear 12, so like say if you don't invest too much in Old Ben, she'll speed up Jedi Knight Revan's lead being an Old Republic Jedi, and she's still a great passive taunting tank. Like if you put Zeta on her, she's just gonna go back and forth from taunting and stealth and healing herself. So plus she's a cleanse.
Yeah. A lot of things with Juhani. A lot of things.
Yeah, and I mean like just her being in that Old Republic Revan Jedi lead, it gives that extra 5% for each, so it's an extra 10 speed there.
Yeah, the speed really helps, especially in mirrors and against like Darth Revan teams. Getting the first mark off is so huge.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, like that was the big thing right away. Like first got the character in our hands with like offense and crit chance. You know, speed. If you didn't have that direct focus Zeta and your opponent did, you lose.
Yeah. Ooh, come on, get him out of here. My Anakin didn't crit, man. Gosh dang it. And then look, this is the team with Sun Fact that we were talking about earlier. He gets a stun off, he can't dodge, and then game over.
Yeah, double stun lock's a pain.
Yep. Gonzo said a little bit ago that the abilities that they're going to give are probably going to be like Bastila for both Bastilas. Yeah, that's what we're thinking with GK and those
I
guys.
can definitely see that, especially since they want to stretch up, you know, the Zeta and Omega investments. They want you to spend these things right away.
Oh yeah, they want to get as much out of the players as they can.
I mean, like, look at the last two full teams that they released, right? Like, the Darth Revan team with Malak takes 8 Zetas, and then the Grievous Separatist droid team takes 6. So you're talking about 14 Zetas within the last couple months.
That's the most we've ever seen with Zetas. That's ridiculous. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't keep
I mean,
up.
you've seen Zetas with like 5 or 6 on, or I'm sorry, you've seen teams with 5 or 6 Zetas on the team at most, like a JTR team or like a Max CLS team, something like that. But these new teams are just a heavy investment. But oh man, once you get them going, it's it's nuts.
Yeah. So one thing I want to know, I might test this out later after my payout in Arena versus a Malak team, is the leadership on Nihilus and whether or not the Drain Life ability on Malak actually will full kill a Sith, or whether that's based off of their HP before the battle actually starts. So it would be based off of Nihilus's HP right here, be the 37k, or would that be based off of that combined and like their health in the game, actually in the game, and not like outside of the game?
Well, what it is that Darth Malak, his ability that does that mini annihilate, it's going to be the 100%. He does the damage. So like, even if he's rounding up his health pool, he's going to still like one shot him. Like the idea of him, like when you plug EP lead in with Nihilus, he's going a lot, right? And then Drain Force, it takes a little bit longer though to get Annihilate off, as opposed to like you'll get 2 Annihilates off in an EP lead with Nihilus on the team, but with Malak he'll get 3 of those abilities off, so he can not only annihilate before Nihilus, but he's going to annihilate more than Nihilus.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm not seeing too many counters out of this this Malak team besides like the EP and the Jedi Knight Revan team.
Oh yeah, dude. The
Yeah.
video that I put up for the counter last night, it's already at like 600 views in like less than 24 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
like
are loving these counters, and if there were more, man, I'd post some more. But I'm just not sure if there's any others.
well, to be fair too, I post them for like counters for Grand Arena and Territory Wars in my guild, and then post them all over other discords too. So like, getting a lot of views from outside of just the guild, but Mighty Chlorians, man, like we're all about Territory Wars and Grand Arena film and finding out what works and what counters are the best investments. Like right now, this one's definitely a soft counter because the whole team basically dies other than 2 or 3 pieces, but it's something that's not too consuming. That's not Darth Revan or Jedi Knight Revan or CLS.
Yeah, and the reason that team works so well, the one that you posted, is the TM that Nihilus gets from both the other guys. That's the only reason.
Yeah,
Besides that, it's the EP lead too running the TM.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like, all I have to do is maybe adjust Nihilus's mods and give him more protection primary mods, and he'd be even more survivable. But that was the idea, is like I didn't want to change any of their mods, and I wanted to leave them the same way I did for when I was using the characters to counter Jedi Knight Revan, right? Like
Yeah.
Trey and Bastila as the 5th. But now Bastila is not going to be there anymore, so I can't give her that extra defense. Palpatine's lead just keeps her alive long enough to keep cleansing Nihilus.
Yeah, true.
Trey is a like must have in that team. Like I've seen some counters with strictly like Empire characters too, but they need really good mods. And with this team, you can use it with average mods.
Yeah, that's why it's so good for GA though, is because you don't need those great mods.
Yeah, and I mean, like Vader, like he's not super fast. Like my best mod on him is like an 18 speed square, and you know what I mean. Like his speed's like 224, so he's not super fast. But if he does get Culling Blade off, he's gonna kill somebody, and if he doesn't, he's just a magnet to kind of take more damage away from Nihilus and Traya.
Yeah. I mean, there's way more counters though. Once you have Darth Revan against Malak, there's a lot more that you can add to the mix. But for GA purposes, TW purposes, you don't want to typically use those guys. So it's definitely a tough counter to find for against Malak.
Yeah. One thing that does suck about the EP team is it's so consuming, right? Like it takes your EP lead and your trail lead. So that's the one niche thing about it. You got to be careful about balancing offense and defense.
Yeah. All right, so I'm probably gonna hop off soon, guys, and take down. You can do your stream. I'll probably hang around for that, but I gotta go. I haven't ate really anything all day. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna get some food in me.
Yeah, that's fine, brother. Let's cut this. And my son's eating dinner right now, so I'm gonna probably launch my GA stream here in a couple minutes and just get it over with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, it's fun stuff. We should do this more often, man.
Oh yeah, man. I always love chatting with you, and I love your content, and would be more than happy to be with you anytime, brother.
Yeah. See you, man.
Alrighty.
Gosh dang it, dude. The freaking... Why was that like that? The foresight got stuck on him. Maybe you can pull us off still? Nope. This is a weird one. Alright, I want to just get this last battle off, and I'll call it here, guys. Call it here. I'm gonna do refresh just because. Thanks for watching, guys. It was cool to have Xylo on here, chat. I really appreciate you guys coming here watching this stuff. If there's anybody who wants to join Discord in the future, just let me know and get you on here. Here we go. I think instead, let's just... Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, I think this is what we're gonna do instead. We're gonna do this one instead. We're gonna... Once Jolie can go, we're gonna hit that off of him. He's gonna go. Ezra's gonna do a flourish. Okay, and now... Okay, that's better. Much better. Wait, what? Did he not crit? Dude, come on. He didn't crit, dude. Maybe this? No. This is another game over. Alright, I'm not gonna waste crystals. I was hoping this would be the last game here. The last match. Payout is, let's see, payout's not for another like 40 minutes or so, so. Like I said, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out here watching. If you're new here, you like the content, I do stream GAs all the time, and counter videos also. Xylo does the same thing. So sub to my channel, sub to his channel. If you like the stream, give it a like. What else? And share with others. And be sure to stay tuned. I do stream others, like I said, so I'll be streaming next round, the following round after that. And let's check. I think I have a video right here, how you can auto Millennium Falcon teams. I'm going to post that probably tomorrow in between the days where I don't have any content going. It's probably something I'll do there, so yeah, I'll probably post a video there about that. And besides that, that's all I got for right now. So go check out Xylo's stream. He's going to be streaming. And after that, go check out Urz's. He's going to be streaming too. A lot of good stuff tonight, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you.